So how did it come about doing a feature film alongside your album?
Well, the album came about because I met Boys Noise, who's a Berliner, who made a very famous remix of Feist. And it kind of caught my ear enough to ask him to do a remix of my single Working Together from a couple of years ago. And I really liked how that sounded. There was something, it seemed like the color of his music went really well with sort of the piano parts that I sent him. And so we just sort of made an unofficial plan that I would start sending him some music, some piano tracks, just to see what he would do with it. The first few things he started sending back really made me imagine. It was right around the time I was playing chess a lot. I started to become sort of addicted to chess playing online. And all of that kind of happened at the same time, and I heard this very sort of cinematic, very very powerful, but sort of very kind of distant feeling in the music that really reminded me of how I felt when I played chess. And so it just kind of all came together, and then this movie about chess idea kind of coincided with, as we made the album, and as we had the songs, we would sort of write more scenes for the movie, and so the movie really became based on the music.
Where's the film set?
It's set in Canada, and it's basically set around the time when I would have been just making my decision about, am I going to be a naive artistic purist, or am I going to become an entertainer, a pragmatic capitalist musician?
So was there a time when you thought you may become a classical purist?
Well, not necessarily classical. I could have become a indie rock purist as well. I could have become a rap purist who likes conscious rap. I could have become, I could have become a professor teaching contemporary electronic music. But there's purists everywhere. The whole point is that if you want to be an authentic, if you want to be 100% authentic and only express what you want to express, and you do it for yourself, then you can't suddenly go and release a record and get on stage, because that's the opposite. So if you're going to do that, you have to stick to it, and you have to live in an ivory tower. You have to be a professor.
Is that the reason that the new album is called Ivory Tower?
I mean, sure, the ivory tower is a very seductive place. You know, I've been there. After Soft Power, a little bit, making this album, I was a little bit, I felt like I'd put myself out more than I used to with Soft Power, and the reaction wasn't what I hoped. I thought, okay, I had to like analyze the mistakes I made for the Soft Power project, because I feel like it didn't connect in the way I wanted it to, and that's my failure. It's my responsibility. So I kind of retreated into this ivory tower a little bit and made this album with Alex, probably also because it was nice to have someone else make difficult decisions about what a song is, and it was nice to share that burden with someone, with Boys Noise.
So you said before that you feel much more at home performing than making albums. Sure. Is that still the case?
That's why it was nice to not have a stressful album making process with Alex, because we both feel like it was really easy to make this album, and I think that's how I'm going to do it more. Gun to my head, choose one, studio or stage, like in 5 seconds. You know?